Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to show you guys how you can get this trophy called There Is No I in the Squad. For this trophy you need to have your squad members to spawn upon your main account up to 20 times without dying. One thing you're gonna need is to have extra account available, up to 3 accounts, and if you have some friends that can really help a lot. I can definitely recommend to have a turbo controller available onto your main account, and if you don't have, you can also put him on a string on the analog stick. So you don't need to worry about it when you are in the game, so you just need to focus on your other account you have. So in bad company you can be up to 3 squad on each team. So your team should be in color blue, and your squad should be in light blue, and of course the enemy should be in color red. So what you can do in other Battlefield title, you can create your own squad, you can make them private, you can even switch team, and when you are in those squad you can actually join every individual in the squad, but you cannot do this in bad company. So what you can do, you go into the multiplayer menu, select custom match, and then you can press square, and then you can invite the other account you have into your squad. You can be up to 4 players total in this menu. So before you start invite the other account into your squad, you make sure that all of them are connected to the same internet connection and they are friend with your main account. So with this solution, when we are joining a game, that we have higher chances that all of our account can actually be ending up in the same squad. There are moments when you are joining in that you can end up in different team and different squads, so just be aware of it. If you want a little more info how to create your own squad, please check out my previous video where I went a little more in detail how you can create a squad. I will leave it down in the link down below. So in my situation I will go with 1 extra account in. If you only have 1 extra account, it's possible to get it done, but I can definitely recommend to be all the way up to 3 accounts. So without further ado, let us find a game and get this trophy done. So we are going to go ahead with Conquest on the map called Crossing Over. Now before we begin, it's very important to check out that all of your accounts are in the right team, in the right squad. So to begin with, make sure you spawn first with your main account and find a very good hiding location. I decided to hide behind this building you can see here in the background. Now take your other account you have available and go down to squad and start spawning in. You will eventually end up on your main account and will count as 1 spawn. Meanwhile, when we're spawning upon your main, it's very important to move your main account so that he does not get kicked in between 5 minutes. So when you are starting to spawn on your main account, press start and then you go into the game menu. Here you have 2 choices. You can choose from suicide and exit the game. So we are gonna go with the suicide. The reason why is that it's much faster for you to spawn in again on your main account again. From that moment you are suiciding and spawning in again, they will take you up to 10 seconds. All you have to do now is just to repeat the same thing over and over again for up to 20 times, and this trophy will pop up for you. So meanwhile, when we are spawning on your main and suicide, you need to be careful so you do not choose the wrong menu down below suicide and exit the game. It's very easy to do that if you are in a hurry. So take your time. Make sure that your main account does not have his back to the wall. If you have this, it can actually be a problem for you to spawn on his location. If you only have 2 extra accounts, they will take you, by spawning and suicide, they can take you 2 minutes to get it done. If you only have 1 extra, they will take you over 4 minutes. It's very important you find very good hiding location with your main account so you don't become a very easy target both for your enemies and as well as your teammate and those random player in your squad. If he get killed, you have to start all over again into the next game to start over again. The random in your squad can actually help you to give those spawns some you need, without their knowledge. There will be time when you're joining a game when you have spawned first with your main account and you have hidden his location and you're about to spawn in with the other account you have available. When you're about to spawn in with the other account you probably see some different movement, combat, shooting. If you see this in the background, you probably have a random in your squad. So what can you do in this situation? Well, what you can do, you have to wait till they eventually get killed. When they get killed, your main account, when you have hidden, he will receive a message that you are the last man standing. So when your main account receives this message, that means if anyone wants to spawn in a squad, they will spawn directly on your main. So this is a good time for you to start spawning in with the other account you have available. If you have some friends who can help you out, this is a good time to start spawning in. So at the end of this game, I managed to get the last remaining spawns I needed. Well, unfortunately, one of my account accidentally chose wrong menu down below suicide and chose exit the game. So what can you do in this situation? Well, if the player numbers are very even in between both team, you can turn this into your advantage. So if you join in again with the other account you have, you can actually take one spot on the enemy's side. So if you have a friend of yours on an additional account of yours, when they are joining in, they have chances for they actually can take one spot on your team and as well ending up on your squad, and it can actually turn the situation around for you. As you can see here in the background, my friend is spawning in and suicide and trying to give me those last remaining spawns I needed. And speaking of spawning, well, in this game they will not give you any indicator when people are spawning upon you. You will not receive any sound or like any points or which players have spawned on your location. So what you can actually look after when you're joining in with the other account as well as your friend, if they come in with the color light blue, they will end up in your squad. And your team are of course in blue and the enemy are in red. There will be some other situation where you actually didn't reach up to, let's say, 20 spawn in one game. Well, what you can do, you can take the amount of spawns you reach in the previous game and take that into the next game. And of course have not died in between those two games. So let's say that you reach, let's say, 16 spawn in the previous game. So when we going into the next game, you will only need 4 more spawn. And then the trophy will pop. If you found this video a little helpful, it would mean a lot if you can hit the like button. I will leave a link down in the description of more info about this trophy. If I'm not wrong, I should need 1 more spawn and I should be done with this trophy. And there you have it. And I wish all of you good trophy hunting and take care.